Shout out to Benny, out to Match the Max. Some real diamonds.
Small shot of this.
Yep. Shout out to Benny.
Alright guys, a very good morning to you. Welcome back to the channel. As usual, back to let you know the latest concerning the Super Eagles of Nigeria right now. So the boys are back in camp. As you know, yesterday Osimhen landed in Galatasaray yesterday, and he is set to continue scoring goals, banging goals for Galatasaray Football Club. You know, where they obviously appreciate his goal and help him to win games. Not in Nigeria here, where Osimhen is the one scoring all of the goals, and he gets little or no assists from all of the other players. I'm not trying to take a dig at the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but this is what, you know, I'm forced to say, to be honest, because of what happened after these two games. But of course, we have moved past that one, and you know, we've now seen that we have like 4 scenarios where we can qualify. So obviously, it's all positivity going forward. It's all optimism going forward. If we can, you know, try to secure either of one of these four options, then obviously we can still stand a chance to qualify. But Victor Osimhen landed Galatasaray yesterday, and you know, he was delivered the gifts in a necklace that is made of gold and diamond, weighing up to 1 kg. A necklace that actually depicts his mask, you know, as a crest right there. I think he pre-ordered that you know, that masterpiece before he came back to play international football for Nigeria. But it's so good to see the man back, you know, in Galatasaray, and we'll know what this means. He's going to start unleashing himself like the lion that he is. After the Galatasaray logo is represented by lion, so Osimhen is a very agile lion, and we wish him all the best as he seeks to continue his club football. But aside from that, guys, yesterday I kind of picked out Ekong for blame, you know, especially after he decided to boycott the post-match interview. You know, I talked in general about all of the teams and how we didn't really play well, but also, you know, on the fact that Ekong kind of shied away from responsibility. He was a captain, he was supposed to come out, but he didn't do that. And I was, you know, demanding that the man offered an apology, which is obviously like the normal thing to do for someone like him who is intelligent and, you know, reasonable. And obviously right now Ekong has now offered an apology, which is very fantastic. You know, right now he offered it over his social media. In his words, he said, responsibility taken, same target ahead, we will do it better. Hashtag Nigerian Super Eagles. So I mean, this is what we expect from him. There's no hard feelings. You know, Ekong is still our man. We love him, we care for him, we care about him. There is nothing, you know, there's no negative vibe, there's no bad air between the fans and Ekong. I don't think there's anything he will even do that will make the fans to hate him, you know, because he's offered so much to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He's done enough, he's done a lot rather. So what the people just need is someone that will come out and take responsibility, someone that will come out and say, okay, I admit it, I'm sorry, I did a mistake, this wasn't my usual self, you know, I'm not like this, so I'm sorry. Nigerian fans, you know, Nigerians, please forgive me, it will not happen again. You know, this is what Nigerian fans were just looking forward to. Not that anybody hated choose Ekong, but I'm hearing that, you know, he was really bashed on social media, DMs, you know, all of that. People who were really driven by the fact that Ekong was the reason why they scored us that goal, followed into his DM and things like that. So and if you look at the way he constructed the apology, he's saying responsibility taken. That means some people were in his DM, you know, on his neck, telling him, guy, now you mess up, now you cause that goal made a score. So obviously now everything is settled, and then the young man has returned back to his club. So obviously we will let that one slide, and then wish him well in his club side. But this is not the only update I have, guys. There is a very important event that also happened right there in Uyo after that 1-1 draw. As I said, they had a very extended meeting for hours trying to sort out issues, trying to bring about positivity, trying to talk about the way forward, before the boys finally depart to their different clubs. Because if they did depart without having that conversation, then obviously there won't be any chance again to gather them in one room and then talk to them, sense into them. So obviously all of that were done, as I said. But another important thing that actually happened was the fact that an official, a very high-ranking official, perhaps an NFF's official, but name was not mentioned, so I won't be saying any names, was also in that meeting to address Jerome, but this time in the hotel room of of the Super Eagles. So they were gathered in this room and had also conversations for a number of minutes, and this official was reassuring the Super Eagles, on top of the earlier reassurance in the WCQ Stadium, was now reassuring the Super Eagles that they should not worry, that he and all of the other top-ranking officials are going to work, around the clock and put everything that they need to put in to make sure that FIFA and CAF, reduce 3 points from South Africa because of fielding in an ineligible player. This is what this official said. He gave them a reassurance that they should not worry about that. They are going to work hard and make it easier for the Super Eagles, because once this 3 points is reduced, then it's obviously going to be easier for the Super Eagles to try to catch up to maybe first or even the playoffs position. So this is what this official is reassuring them. And mind you, this kind of thing has happened to the Super Eagles before. That was back in 2018 when we were playing qualifiers for the Russia 2018 World Cup. So back in 2018, when we were playing the qualifiers, we had already qualified, but then we had this very important match against Zambia. That match was played in October, and in that match we fought really well to win that game. But because we had fielded a certain Shehu Abdullahi, who was at that point ineligible to play in that game because he had collected 2 previous yellow cards from the previous qualifying games. But because we fielded Shehu Abdullahi, FIFA deducted 3 points from us. FIFA and CAF, they work hand in hand. They deducted 3 points from us and gave that 3 points to Zambia. But the saving grace for us was that we had already qualified, so that game was just like to fulfill our righteousness. And this is the same issue that we find ourselves here with South Africa, fielding Mokwana even after he had 2 previous yellow cards. So this particular case is the point of contact. This is the main case that these top officials will be using as an evidence to fight this case, to try and get FIFA and CAF to react and reduce 3 points from South Africa. But we'll see what happens. Of course, they will be doing their own off the pitch, and the Super Eagles, as I said, they will definitely always need to do their work on the pitch by winning games. If you don't win games, all of this work off the pitch is not going to help you. It's not going to help us. So definitely we expect them to start turning up in games.